The Supreme Court confirmation hearing for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson underway has been all day. Here now, Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee. Senator, always a pleasure. Are you going to be able to question the judge tonight? You're on the panel, so.
Yes.
So tell me about what you plan to ask. Is it tonight? Tell us when we can watch.
Yeah, you know, Dagen, what we're hearing now is Dick Durbin, who, by the way, chairman of our committee, he was on CNN this morning criticizing me and my opening statement from yesterday, and now we've just heard that they may want to push my question and the remaining member on the Democrat side push us to tomorrow morning and not have us ask questions on the first day. So to come out against what I've questioned her on, I'm doing my job. And look, the liberal media isn't happy. It doesn't fit their narrative. They don't want her to be questioned about CRT or about court packing. They don't want her to be questioned about where she stands on Gitmo detainees or soft on crime. And I'm questioning her about the things that Tennesseans have said. This is what we want to know. Going on the Supreme Court is a lifetime appointment, and this is the one shot the American people have to get to know what this judge is about. What makes up her worldview? What makes up, what are her filters? How does she approach things? How does she judge character? How does that play into how she makes decisions? Does she rely on the Constitution, or does she go to precedent first? Does she rely on current events, or does she go to the rule of law? Those are answers that Tennesseans, and I think a lot of Americans want. We're trying to get them, but we're hearing that opportunity, the day one round of questioning, might not be given to us tonight.
I want to play, Senator, if you'll allow me, some of what you said yesterday in your opening statement that's been criticized
Sure.
by other parts of the media. So just let me play this.
You once wrote that every judge has, and I quote, personal hidden agendas, end quote, then influence how they decide cases. So I can only wonder, what's your hidden agenda?
So the New York Times wrote an entire article about you and referred to it as a blistering attack against Judge Brown Jackson. You ripped into her on Monday. Those were two of the phrases. And by the way, this is the same newspaper that finally did verify the Hunter Biden laptop, but it was buried within a story. But what say you to the criticism?
If the New York Times is not going after a conservative woman, they're not doing their job. And I happen to be the only one that is there on the Senate Judiciary Committee. I'm the only Republican female on the committee. Dagen, the thing is this, as you heard my remarks, I didn't rip into her, I didn't, blister her. I quoted her words back to her that she had written. And I told her that today, in questioning, I would ask for an explanation. I thought I was doing her a little bit of a favor. I was giving her a heads up, letting her know. I was going to ask her about parental rights and about CRT, things that people are really concerned about right now. I was going to ask her about where she stood on these various issues, representing Gitmo detainees, being soft on crime, having a personal, or saying that most judges and court personnel have a personal hidden agenda. I think that we all want to know that.
Senator, on that note, Senator Cruz did a lot of that pressing on some of those topics today, questioning her about serving on the board of the Georgetown Day School, which has books, and he had them. He had books, and he had illustrations from these books. Written that promotes, or the basis of these books is founded in critical race theory. So this was Judge Brown Jackson's response, or some of it. Just listen to this.
I do not believe that any child should be made to feel as though they are racist, or though they are not valued, or though they are less than, that they are victims, that they are oppressors. I don't believe in any of that. But what I will say is that when you asked me whether or not this was taught in schools, critical race theory, my understanding is that critical race theory as an academic theory is taught in law schools, and to the extent that you were asking the question, I understood you to be addressing public schools. Georgetown Day School, just like the religious school that Justice Barrett was on the board of, is a private school.
Senator, really quickly, what your reaction to that?
So she is saying you can teach critical race theory in a private school, and then there would be a different set of items that you would use to evaluate the application of that in public school. So I think people would really be interested to know how she thinks that you should use a different set of criteria to evaluate the teaching of critical race theory. You will notice she did not say she opposed teaching critical race theory.
Well, we can't wait to see you. You have any words for Senator Durbin before you go, or we make us tune in to see what you have to say to...
Listen, I've got my questions ready. I've been sitting in there working all day long, Dagen. It is my responsibility and my job for the individuals that I represent. This is a lifetime appointment.
So we'll tune in. You think it'll be tomorrow morning?
I hope it's tonight.
Okay.
It better be tonight.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much.